Hello and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining me today is Jason McDaniel. Hey, Jason, how are you today?
Good, Kayden. It's great to be on, mate. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Thank you so much for asking. So, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into music.
Oh, well, I started many years ago, back in the early 90s. I was just playing in pubs around my hometown of Richmond in New South Wales, up near Sydney in Australia. And happened to be one night I got a request from a guitarist who was in the Slim Dusty band, who asked me to play a song for him called The Long Yard. And I did that. And the next day, he actually got in contact with me and said, "How about you come and play in one of my bands as the singer for us called Montana?" So that was then the start of, a long career, I suppose, working with many of the great guys around Australia and touring all over and working with Slim and all different guys. So yeah, it was a really good start, and just it was actually a fluke, one of those things about being right place at the right time. So that's how I got going. Yeah.
If you could collaborate with any singer, who would you choose, Jason, and why?
Oh, mate, for me, it'd be Hank Williams Jr. Right. Yeah, I just love the guy, mate. He's rowdy. Yeah, just got to be, he's right down to earth. I just love his music. It's party, and that's what I write. That's what I try and write, and that's what my shows are similar to. So yeah, definitely Hank Jr.
And I also read a little bit about you, and I also saw that you were also a real estate agent.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's so part of my business here, I'm actually a property developer and a real estate. Have to be a real estate agent in that business. So yeah, we've got that going. That's what keeps me going, keeps the bills getting paid while you're waiting for music.
Yeah, because music ain't gonna, unless if you're like famous, it's not gonna pay the bills. So
that's right. For me, that's exactly right. Yes.
It's really interesting because I know you're in Australia. So how is the real estate down there? How does that work? I'm just so curious.
Well, the market is actually very strong at the moment.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and it's there's this real fear of missing out at the moment. So my team and the company here, we're flat out. The team are just got people. There's really 5 people looking at the same property to buy type of thing. So right at the moment, it's good times for them. Interest rates are very low, so that's stimulated the market very well. In Australia, there's still plenty of land available, so yeah, there's plenty for us developers to do and develop. So at the moment, it's good times. It hasn't been that way for a long time, but certainly in the last couple of years, it has, surprisingly enough, with COVID. But yeah, it's really taken off since the shackles have come off with COVID here.
That's good. How has that COVID been down there, by the way?
Yeah, been pretty tough. I live in a state called Victoria, which is down south in the map of Australia, the New South Wales, and we've been in lockdown for on and off continuously for 18 months, and quite long lockdowns. So yeah, that's made things hard. But on the flip side, it's actually given me time to write this album and certainly the next couple as well, sitting in behind it. So from a muso's point of view, it's been fantastic because you actually had some real time to sit down and concentrate and fill your library up, for hopefully at the end of COVID when we can get back out on the road and start showing and selling again.
And that's the thing for a lot of singers. It's been like that where they've just had time to write music during this whole thing.
Yeah, exactly, mate. There's so many new tracks out at the moment, or particularly here in Australia, and I'm just guessing the rest of the world will be similar, but the musos,
pretty
they've all
much
had time to sit down. Yeah, and everybody's got tracks out. And I know we're off to Tamworth Festival in January, and I know that some of the people I've spoken to, they're other artists. There's many new albums that are going to come out at that same time. So it's great, good music.
Definitely. Yeah, I talked to a lot of different artists, and most of them took the time to write new music. So didn't matter where they were. So you're about right.
That's good to know.
So what does a typical day look like for you, Jason?
On the music front, well, it's a typical day is obviously get up. I love my coffee, so I have a few of those, and then head on over to the studio hopefully I'm lucky enough to do interviews like we're doing today,
Mhm.
and get those done and have a bit of fun doing those, and then I sit down and start working through new songs, or a new idea, or preparing the story for the new music video we might shoot, or and stuff like that.
Oh,
Or
awesome. Awesome.
yeah, so we've done a few of those, and which has been great. But yeah, preparing for the new shows, what the shows are going to look like, how they're going to run through, is the feel of the show good, and rehearsing with the band
Mhm.
as well, and rehearsing those shows. So fairly full on, really. It's good fun though.
Mhm. What do you like doing outside of music for fun, hobbies and interests?
Mate, I'm into martial arts and Harley
Mhm.
Davidson. So I love riding the bike, obviously, and obviously been doing martial arts since I was very, very young. I think I started when I was about 13, so I still practice that. And obviously the bikes, the bikes are a big thing for me.
Mhm.
It's a good stress relief. Get out on the Harley, and it's only you. There's nothing else, and you just got to enjoy the ride.
Mhm. What is one message that you would give your fans or anyone listening, Jason?
One message I'd give to them. Is this supposed? What are you thinking? A life message? Is that what you're saying?
Life message, any message.
Oh, I don't know if I'm the right one to be giving a life message. But certainly, if you've got an idea in your head and you've got a dream, you've just got to go after it. Don't let anything stand in the road. Have a go. Get into it. And just put your head down. You're always going to get knockers. Always people are going to say no, you're not good enough, or you can't do it. But you can certainly turn the tables on them if you've got the determination. So don't give up. Get stuck into it.
Mhm. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to maybe 15 years?
5 to 15. Look, I hopefully I'll have at least. I'm trying to bring out at least one album per year. And I'm certainly writing frantically at the moment. And at the moment, we're on track to be doing that. But
Mhm.
certainly at least that, and have quite a few shows under the belt with touring with this new band, Honky Tonk Life. And I really want to get over there to the States there with you guys, because we're getting lots of airplay. And thank you to people like yourself. And, do a few shows over there, and maybe make it a regular thing that we come over once or twice, every couple of years, and do some shows around there with some other, because you've got some fantastic, absolute fantastic artists there. Do some
Mhm.
shows around there, and head back and write new albums and do the new songs here, and then come back again. So just keep it really going.
Mhm. That's awesome that a lot of people like myself are helping you out. I love that.
Yeah, look, and it's really humbling, because here we
Mhm.
are in Australia, a long way away,
Yep.
and we don't know these people. Some of them
Mhm.
I've never met, like meet you for the first time today. I know we've spoken previously, but face to face today, and it's just
Mhm.
humbling to think that somebody somewhere who's only heard our music is actually playing it. It's really nice. Yeah.
And especially with all the technology we have nowadays, it just makes it so much easier.
It does, mate. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it is easier. I know when I first started, you're relying on record companies and
Mhm.
all the rest of it to push it around for you. But today, it's still hard. But it's certainly easier with the use of technology, because we do have a chance to get our stuff in front of people who may not have seen it before. Mm.
Mhm. Mhm. What would you be doing right now if music was not existent? Like, what would you be doing? Would you be doing your normal real estate, your day job, or what would you be doing?
Yeah, look, if music was non-existent, I think I would be certainly just locked into my business here, and
Mhm.
be stuck right into the property development and the real estate. And whilst I enjoy it, it's not as enjoyable as music, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Mhm. Music, you're able to kind of connect. Yes, you're talking to other people, but music has something different.
it does. And what I like about it is it's almost like acting in a way. You can
Mhm.
you can write a song, and I've just written the new song. I'm happy to send over to you. It's not finished yet, but on that point, you can actually write a song, and it's a different character, so you
Mhm.
can really get yourself into that character of that song. and have it written, where some people will then question. They go, hang on, did you write that about yourself? Is that about you? You know, is that
Hmm.
some of the
Hmm.
thing, you know, and they're trying to guess where you sort of, maybe you did, but you didn't. So that's what I like about the music, you know, particularly when it's showtime. It's not the quiet Jason, it's the rowdy Jason, you know. So
Hmm.
that's it, you know, it's great. That's what I love about it.
Hmm. Do
Hmm.
you have any new singles or any upcoming projects that we can look forward to?
We certainly do. I've got, I can let you in on the name of the new album. It's called Neon Cowboy. So that's the one coming after
Ooh.
this. And yeah, I've got some new singles that we're going to release in January this year,
Hmm.
which will be one. So I'll make sure you're first on the copy, mate, to get that.
I love
And
that.
yeah, and it's rowdy, just like this album, Honky Tonk Life. It's
Hmm.
rowdy. Yeah.
Hmm. And Jason, where can people find you on social media platforms?
They can go to obviously all the socials, so Instagram,
Hmm.
Facebook. Look up Jason McDaniel Official. That's got my official music sites, Spotify as well, Apple iTunes, or they can go to my website, which is jasonmcdaniel.com.au for Australia. Um, and it's got everything there about the tours, all the music videos. You can jump on the YouTube, have a look at them as well. But if you go to my website, all the links are on there, and they can link off to Spotify or whatever it is that they want to go and watch and listen to.
Awesome. And Jason, is there anything else that I forgot that you'd like to share with us today before we go?
No, mate, just a big thank you to all the support we're getting, and like the messages I'm getting from people from over there is just fantastic, you know, and keep it up. That's all I can say, because I try and answer most of them. So it's really humbling to get messages from people on the other side of the world from us that I don't know, that
Hmm.
come through and say, hey, man, I love this song. It's just, it's really good. Gives you the drive to go on.
Yep. And Australia is pretty far on the
It
other side of
is.
the world, I think. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
that's right, mate. That's
so
exactly
that's
right. Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'd love to get over there one day soon, mate. Very soon.
Hmm. Well, again, I would like to thank Jason McDaniel for joining us right here on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We truly appreciate your time to join us today.
Thanks, Kayden. I really appreciate it, mate. Cheers.